Hello everybody, Manithral here, and welcome to the weekly update video for OSRS. Now, this week we have the Super Sweep Up Slayer and more. There is some known issues. First, one that is currently being investigated. They're aware of an issue where Crystalia may incorrectly assign the King Black Dragon as a Slayer task. Everything else is hotfixed, so they're aware of the issue where some Slayer tasks may be assigned without meeting the required unlocks or Slayer level. That's been fixed. Players are currently unable to complete the Mortania Easy Diary task and get a Slayer task from Mashna fixed. Players can be assigned Avancy task without having unlocked Watch the Birdie, also fixed. Changelog is the first thing up here. We have the Summer Sweep Up Slayer and more. So Slayer point unlocks have been rebalanced. Slug Salter 80 to 10, Reptile Freezer 90 to 10, Ring Bling 300 to 150, Bigger and Badder 150 to 50. Any previously purchased unlocks will be refunded automatically on login. Each Slayer taskmaster, whatever, now has their own individual block list for tasks. Blocking a task prevents that specific master from assigning it again, without affecting the other Slayer masters. You'll get a warning if you attempt to block a task that the selected Slayer master does not assign. Points for previously blocked tasks that are automatically refunded upon login. Shared block lists only apply to Turiel, Aya, Spria, and all other masters have unique block lists. This is because this way, I think those three share the same exact block lists. Well, because they share the same exact tasks. That's my guess. The cost of blocking a Slayer task varies by each master. Turiel, Aya, and Spria 40 points, Ashna and Ektrin 50, Vanaka 60, Chowder 70, Konar 80, Neve and Steve 90, Kuradel and Duradel 100, and Crystalia 100. Bronze, Iron, Steel, Mithril, Adamant, and Runite Dragon tasks are now combined into a single Metal Dragon Slayer task with updated quantities and extensions. The number of kill requirements for a task now starts with a low between 30 and 50, but can extend all the way up to 150 to 200. Any existing unlocks or extensions for old Metal Dragons are refunded on login, and your current task will automatically convert to the new Metal Dragon task. Adjusted the drop rates for the Lunar Keys from various PVM encounters in the Twilight Temple dungeon to make obtaining them feel fair across all combat levels. We'll see the main body text for details. The room pouch can now be purchased from the Mage Training Arena for 150 telekinetic, 150 graveyard, 1500 enchantment, and 200 alchemist points. You can only buy one if you don't already own a room pouch. Lowered the cost of the task storage from Slayer rewards from 1000 points to 500 points for purchases made previously. 500 points will be refunded upon login. You can now use the Slayer task storage for Wilderness Slayer tasks. The Granite Hammer now has a 30% Golem Bane effect, dealing 30% damage and accuracy against all Golem type creatures. This includes gargoyles and covers all phases of the Grotesque Guardians. Selected Slayer creatures that previously dropped 1 to 2 noted herbs will now drop unnoted herbs, allowing for the herb sack to be utilized more effectively. Helmet of the Moon has been added to the collection log and will retroactively unlock for eligible accounts. Mark of Darkness will now last 3 minutes by default. Low-level Slayer Master points have been buffed. Master now awards 6 points per task, up from 2. And Vanaka now awards 8 points, up from 4. Milestone multipliers have also been updated to give slightly more points without surpassing their higher level masters. Masta 10th task, 30 points. 50th, 90 points. Manaka, 10th task, 40. 50th, 120. Permanent Dead Man changes. So added a Hespori, Golden Tench, Royal Titans, and Yama uniques to the drop rate multiplier. Unskulled players can now obtain ancient crystals from Revenants. One defense accounts can now complete the King's Ransom, a black wizard hat, a black piece gown, and robe can be worn to bypass the knights in the Black Knight Fortress. Dead Man specific items no longer appear in the main game Grand Exchange. The following changes have been made to apply to both permanent and tournament Dead Man. Black and green dragons in the wilderness now only drop double dragon bones. Guarded areas now properly defended, with the wizards freezing skulled intruders for brief periods of time. Scroll cases can now be obtained. Rexer now awards Slayer XP on task. Other changes slightly lower the required contribution to receive 100% loot from the Royal Titans using other types of damage such as poison or thralls. Should no longer affect the obtaining the 100% loot quantities. The agility requirement for the Castle Dragon shortcut has been raised to 86, following player feedback that the previous level was set too low for the benefit offered with this Master Clue step. You can now add potions to existing stacks in the potion storage, even if your bank is full. Baby blue dragons in the ruins of Tapiuk now drop the baby dragon bone required for Dragon Bowman 2 quest. The Arkham Blade special attack animation now matches the PvP and PvM. The guide option farming patches now opens the correct section of the farming skill guide. Recent bosses such as MX Little Lee, whatever, Raxor Whisper, Leviathan, Verdorvis, and others now contribute to the total boss kill count in the combat achievement interface. Dragon's Mechian Spear special attacks in Castle Wars now use their original shove mechanic, with the chain spearing disabled and no added freeze immunity outside of the shove. Bandages no longer overheal in games of Castle Wars or non-Castle Wars themed worlds. Updated bank action code. Now the custom menu has been enabled. The auto charging setting now shows the additional menu rather than swapping out an existing one. Fixed a bug where Ent Trunks could continue attacking after the Wilderness Ent was killed with a twin flame staff. Fixed a bug where the challenge mode chambers raid layouts could be re-rolled by switching leaders or relogging. High-coddle private instances now properly adjust for player accounts when participants leave, preventing full instances that would require everyone to leave and start a new instance to continue. Raging Pouch fixes. With the bank interface now open, the pouch will automatically show either fill or empty option depending on your inventory. If you have ingredients that could be stored, it will show fill. If there's nothing to store, it will show empty. So there you go. This change has also been applied to the plank sack. The pouch now works correctly with making potions at bank chests or other non-standard banks, e.g. Emerald Benedict, but it does say note you must be standing within 1 tile radius of the bank to see this effect. Step away or previously or close the pouch and normal rules resume. Secondary ingredients are now correctly handled when making Weapon Poison Plus and Weapon Poison Plus Plus. Previously, potion making would stop you if your inventory ran out of the secondary ingredient, even if were more invisible or available inside the pouch. Ingredients inside the pouch are now used automatically. Fix the Slayer Master tips on the Fighting Crit Aura. tweaked the examine on the Fossil Island zip line, tidied up some of the misaligned curtains in the player house to better fit the new Canifis and Civitas wall kits. The fill and check options as the bottomless compost bucket have now been separated now that they are on the empty version. This should make it a little bit more convenient to use. And then PvP rotas go into period B, which is 560 UK PvP, 319 US Bounty Hunter, 579 US High Risk PvP, 561 UK Free to Play PvP. And then we have 580 US LMS Competitive, World Series 390 AUS for LMS Competitive, and 569 for AUS. Bounty Hunter have been deactivated with this rota, and the PvP arena is using 1 defense pure loadouts for this week. So that is it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, later, guys.